Hello everyone, my name is muqeet and now I will show you how to install SAP system. So let's begin. So I had logged in into the VM virtual machine. So I will show you how to install SAP ECC6.0 SR3 system by using the Oracle database. The version is 12.2.0.4 and we are going to do this on Windows 2008 server, that is the Enterprise Edition with the service pack 2. We are going to do this on the central system. The central system means we are going to install the application and the database on the same host. So hope you understood the difference between the central system and the distributed system. If not, you will get the idea when you will start practicing it. So as you can see, I had already installed the Windows 2008 server. It is there in front of you with the server edition as Enterprise Edition as SP2. So before we start, let's see, there are some prerequisites that we have to meet before installing the SAP system. So let's see what are the prerequisites we have to make sure. So the host name, you have to make sure that you have properly set the host name, and the network, you have to configure the network before starting the SAP installation, and the proper space available in the your hard disk to install the SAP system. If you are going for ECC SR3 kind of thing, then obviously it is going to take around nearly 80 GB. So make sure that you have enough space available. At least I can say if the requirement is 80 GB, then go for more than 3 times, because if you are going to take a backup, then there will be no space left. So at least go for 500 GB or 400 GB kind of thing. Then we have to even set the swap memory. In simple, you can say the virtual memory, because it is required for installing the SAP system. That is one of the prerequisite. And even the RAM size, if the RAM size is good, then your installation will happen very smoothly. Otherwise, there are chances that if the RAM size is too low, then you will get some error because of memory issues. So for practice purpose, for the ECC SR3 system, what I recommend is minimum 4 GB is required. I can say the minimum, not less than 4 GB. So let's see whether we have set the hostname or not. Otherwise, just I will give you a brief idea how to set the hostname. Already I had set the hostname, but once again I'm showing you how to set. Just right click on the computer, go for properties, and here you can see this testing1 is the hostname what I had given. Go for change settings and click on change here, and you can give the hostname here. After giving the hostname, just go for OK and close the window. And once if you are configuring the hostname, you compulsory that you have to restart the uh, system, otherwise it will not take effect. Okay, if you want to check whether the hostname has been set properly or not, open the run and then type cmd. It will open the command prompt. Just type as hostname, it will give you the hostname. Just go for exit. So maybe you had already know about the network, how to configure the network. As you can see here, we have the local area network configured, and the space available, it's very simple. And if you don't know about the swap memory, I will show you how to configure the swap memory or how to set the thing. Just right click on the computer. Okay, then go for properties, then we have the advanced system settings, again go for advanced, then settings, again go for advanced, and here you will have the change option, go for change, and here you can, like, if this is checked, go just remove the check and give the size what you want to give. What I had given is like 2 4 times zeros and 2 4 3 times zeros. If you're giving this, then it is good. Try to give at least this much, don't go like less than this thing. So just I had already set, so I'm going for cancel. So we had met all the prerequisites for installing the SAP system. So what I recommend is, like, after configuring the hostname, don't restart the system. First set the swap memory, then take a reboot, because anyhow after giving the swap memory, again we have to restart. So configure the hostname, meet all the prerequisites, then take a reboot before installing the SAP system. So we had met the prerequisites now. So let's see what is the next thing we have to make sure. Obviously the software. So what are the software CDs we need to install the SAP system? We need SWPM. Like earlier we used to install the SAP system by using the installation master, what we used to call as IM. But nowadays, as we are using the SWPM, so I'm going to show you how to install by using the SWPM. So as we are installing the SAP ECC 6.0 system, that is the SR3 one, we have to use the SWPM starting with 70. If the NetWeaver, the whatever the product, if it is based on the NetWeaver 7.1 and higher, we have to use the SWPM starting with SWPM. If it is lesser, then go for 70. The complete thing about the SWPM, you will get the idea when you will start using it. You will see the difference by yourself. Next, we need the exports of installation, that is the ECC 6.0 SR3, and we need the exports of Oracle, and we need the exports of Oracle client. Oracle client, like, we have to install on the application. The application will use the Oracle client to interact with the database server. So we need a database client. So as we are using the Oracle, so we have a Oracle client, and the kernel we are using is 721 Unicode. So before implementation, or the before installing the SAP system, we have to check whether I'm whatever the software CDs I had mentioned, whether it is meeting the prerequisites or not as per the SAP standards. Where you can check this thing is, you have to go to SAP Service Marketplace and you have to open the PAM, product availability matrix. There you can check whether, if I am going to install the ECC 6.0 SR3 system, can I use Oracle 10 or can I use this kernel or not. Everything will be mentioned there. So if it is meeting the requirement, then we have to move further. If it is not meeting the requirement, then you will not be able to install the SAP system. So in our case, we are installing the database with the version 10.2.0.4. So these are the softwares which I had already downloaded and I kept them in one folder, so that I'm going to show you now. See, I kept everything in the C drive. I had created a folder called dump and I kept everything in this folder. So as you can see here, I had a kernel installation exports, Oracle client, Oracle exports, and the SWPM. So we have to extract all these things. So I will show you each and everything. So just right click here and go for extract here. It will extract. So by the time it will get extracted, I will show you the another thing for mostly for installation exports. As you can see here, part 1 and part 2. If you will see a arrow mark, nowadays whenever we are downloading a new software, you will get the arrow mark on the part 1. It means if I will extract the part 1, automatically the all the other parts will get extracted automatically in that folder. So we are not supposed to extract each and every part. But here you can see there is no arrow mark on the part 1, so we have to extract both the things. So I had already extracted the part 1 and part 2. Okay, so the next thing, Oracle client, I had already extracted. The Oracle exports, I had already extracted. And so as we had kept for extracting the kernel, let's see how much it has been completed. It has completed the 27%, so we have to wait for some more time. Okay, till the time what I will show you is how to extract the SWPM. Let's go to the folder with the name SWPM. So as you can see here, there are two files. One is the SAP car, another is 70 SWPM 10 SP10 underscores 1 and the 20009707. I will tell you the meaning of this thing. 70 SWPM, the products based on the NetWeaver 7.0 and lesser, we have to use this thing. And the underscores, sorry, SWPM 10 means that is 1.0, and the SP10 means service support pack 10. Then we have underscores 1, that underscores 1 is the patch number for like every month or in a month, or I can say in a 2 months, SAP will release a new version by fixing the bugs and all. So I'm using the patch level as 1 here, and the 200097007 is the like number which we will have for Windows. This is the thing, if you will see for Linux, that number will be different. And the other file what you can see on the screen is SAP car. SAP car again, like for Windows this file will be different, for Linux it will be different, and for 32-bit it will be a different thing, for AIX, Solaris, everything it will be a different thing. If I will try to use the Linux SAP car in Windows, it will give me error, it will not allow me. So we have to download and we have to make sure that we are using the correct SAP car. Just it is an executable that we will use to extract the SWPM. I will show you how to do that. So let's see. So just I'm opening the run, I'm typing as cmd, so you will get this window. So let's make it as big to show you properly. See, if I want to extract here, then I am not supposed to create any other directory. If I want to extract in some other directory, we have to create the directory. So I am extracting here only, I am not going for any new directory. So just go to the location. As you can see here, I am going to this location. Then here Okay, so we had came to this location, and you can see in the directory we have these two files. Okay, so whatever we had kept for extracting the kernel, it got completed. So we can resume with this thing now. Okay, SAP car, just type this much and press the tab key. Automatically it will show everything. See, I'm going for tab key once again. Just I'm typing as SAP C and press the tab key. Automatically it will like look into the directory and it will search for this thing, starting with this thing -xvf. This is the thing what we are using for extracting, where we like, if I'm not giving v, it will not show how much of percentage or how many files it has extracted. Then give the file name. So just as the file is starting with 70, just type 70 and press a tab key. Automatically it will take everything, and then press enter. So the extraction has started, and as you can see on the left hand side, the files, the directories are increasing. On the right hand side you can see the extraction is happening one by one. So it's not going to take a longer time, just less than a minute I can say, or a minute. So let's see whether it got completed or not. So it has been completed. So let's close this thing. So as you can see here, it has been completed. So I'm closing once again to make it simple. So now the prerequisites are completed, and whatever the softwares are needed, it is ready in our folder. So now we can start the installation. Even I had already taken the reboot for like minimizing the time. So let's start. So go to the folder where you have kept all the softwares. So these are the things, and before installing, make sure that you have decided these things. What is the SAP SID you are going to provide? What is the database SID you are going to provide? And the instance number. The master password. Where you are going to install this thing, I mean the drive. So here what I will do is I will give the SID as DEV, and as I am installing on the same system, I will give the database also DEV, and the instance number I'm going to like tell the swpm to take as default, as which is 00, and master password you can give as your choice. And the drive what I'm going to use is C, because I don't have any other option, I have only C drive. So just minimize this thing and continue. So the first thing what we have to do for installing the SAP system in Windows environment, if we are using the Oracle, is we have to first install the Oracle software. If you will install the Oracle software, it will install only the structure. It will not like install the complete database with data, it is going to install only the structure. It will not have any data. It is like only a software. So I will show you how to do that. Not the Oracle client, we have to go for Oracle exports. So go to the folder, and as we are going for like Windows thing, we have to go for ND AMD 64, as we are using a 64-bit machine. Here, correct place. So we have to run this SAP server, this Windows batch file. We have to run this thing. So it will ask you the details, provide the details and continue. We have to double click here. So I'm going to press this thing. So here, as I had told you, it will ask you the drive where you want to install. So I'm going to give the drive as C drive. So as I told you, it is going to ask you the SID for database. So I'm going to give as DEV. Okay, well, press enter. So as you can see on the screen, it is telling that you had to pass the pre-configuration checks and it is going to start the installer. So you can see the Oracle Universal Installer, and the version what it is showing on the screen is 10.2. So just see on the screen what I am doing. Go for install option. So you are not doing it like, we don't have to select them many more things here, just a simple thing, install, and it is going to install the Oracle software. The only thing is like, you have to make sure is you are checking when it is going to install, and you can see here on the C drive what is happening. Just before some time, we don't have this folder with the name Oracle, but now a new folder has been created with the name as Oracle, because we have started the installation. See, everything is getting created inside. 102 means 10.2. See here, all the files are getting extracted here, and it is installing the Oracle. So let's close the to save the memory. Like, remember one thing, when we are installing the Oracle, when it will come to 100%, it will get struck there only. You will feel like the system had got stuck there only. Just don't press anything, wait for some time. You will get the option of exit when the installation will get completed. So just wait till that time. So as you can see on the screen, the installation part is successful. Now setting up the Oracle, everything is successful. Now the configuration is happening. So now we got the option of the installation of Oracle database 10G was successful, and we can go for exit. Yes, I want to exit. So now the installation of Oracle is completed. Now we have to install the SAP. So I will show you how to install the SAP. Go for again the same folder where we have kept the softwares, and see this directory, the number of folders what we have right now. And what I will recommend, don't use the C drive, as I'm not having any other option. I'm using the C drive, but you guys don't use a C drive because it will have a, like, mostly people will go for OS directories in C drive, so don't use a C drive. Instead go for a D drive or E drive. And even you can keep the, like, Oracle software in E drive and the SAP directories in D drive. It will be a better idea. So I'm going to the dump folder where I kept all the softwares. Now I have to run the swpm. So just go to swpm. If you remembered, we have extracted all these things in front of you. So here you have a file called SAP INST, the application file with a lot of size. Okay, so we have to run this file. It will start the software provisioning manager. So just see on the screen what is happening. I like to save the memory. I will close this thing. So the software provisioning manager, the full form of SWPM, is running. So I will show you what are the options we have to select if we are installing the ECC 6.0 SR3 system. So just wait, it will open. Let's minimize this thing. So as you can see on the screen, we have got all the options now. So just I'm going to maximize this thing to make it the screen clear. So this is how the software provisioning manager will look like. And here you can see there are a lot of options to install the different SAP products. If you'll go for like SAP Business Suite 7i 2010, you will have the option of installing the EHP file system or a CRM or a SEM or a SRM system of EHP1. And likewise we have 2011 and the products based on NetWeaver 7.0 with the release as 3. So many things. So now what we have decided is to install the SAP ECC. ECC is nothing but the ERP. So ERP 6.0 SR3 system. It is there in SAP Business Suite 2005. So just maximize this thing. You will get the option of SAP ERP support release 3. This is what we are looking for. So just again maximize. We are not going to install the Java stack. We are going to install only the ABAP. If you want, you can install the Java also, but what I recommend is, as it is at beginning level, go for the basic thing. If you are perfect, then move further. So go for ABAP, then as you can see the list of database there, so go for as Oracle, as we are going for Oracle. Then here we have the central system, distributed and high availability. As we are going to install the application and database in the same host, so we have to go for central. If you are going for a different system, then you have to go for distributed. So just go for central system, then select the central system and go for next. Hope you are able to see the screen properly with whatever I have selected. So the SWPM is running now. Maybe you're thinking that we have downloaded or I had shown you the softwares. What is the requirement of that softwares? This SWPM is going to ask all that softwares. We have to show the location. So go for typical. If you are once perfect with the installation or implementation, then you can go for custom. Anyhow, both the things in typical and custom. The typical is like by default it will select few things, and in custom we have to give or we have to provide the information each and everything. So it is going like it is showing you the software provisioning manager needs to log off in order to reliably continue the installation. So we have to press OK. It will log off and we have to log in once again, and after logging in automatically it is like going to open the window. We are not supposed to open the SWPM window, so go for OK. So it is showing some error with the extraction of while using the extractor, so not a problem. So just log in. So as I told you, we are not supposed to open the SWPM. It will only open by default. And even we are not like doing the log off manually, just we have to press OK. System will only log off and it will give you the option of like entering the password of Windows. So let's wait till we get the option of SWPM. So as you can see down, the system is extracting all the things by default. So we will maximize the screen. Okay, so as I told you earlier, it will ask you the SAP SID, and we have decided to give the SID as DEV, and by default the installation is happening on C drive. If you want to give some other drive, you can give, but I don't have any other option. I have to go for this thing, and you can see here the system is like we are going to get these directories USR SAP and all. Next. So in C drive you will get the option of USR SAP. Set fully qualified domain name, as I don't have any domain name right now. If you are like installing or doing a real-time installation, you have to compulsory give the fully qualified domain name. So just I'm going for uncheck because I don't have any domain name. As I told you, we have to provide the master password. So provide the master password. This master password will be default for all the users whatever is going to create. So in simple, I can use the master password for all the users it is going to create in SAP system or in OS level. And my suggestion, if you are installing the Oracle 11 any version, then don't use the special character as @ okay, don't use this thing, because in Oracle 11 means there is a different functionality. If you will use the installation in, like, when you will run the installation, you will get the error. So don't use @ symbol. Go for next. So it will check both the values we have provided correct or not, and it will continue. It is asking the database SID, so provide the same SID what we have provided at the time of installing the Oracle as DEV, and continue. So as you can see here, it is asking the Unicode kernel 720 or 721. So I am going to provide the location where kernel is there. So C drive, dump 721 kernel, and open the kernel where we have extracted, and give the location of label.asc, and press OK and go for next. Hope it will take. Again, if it is not taking, we have to check whether we have provided the correct kernel as per the requirement or not. If I am using the swpm 10, I have to download according to swpm 10. If I'll provide the swpm 9 kernel, obviously it will throw me the error. So I think it has taken the kernel. That is why it is taking a lot of time to move further. And as I'm installing in the virtual machine, and I had given only as 2 GB, so it is taking a lot of time. So let's give it as, it is asking the installation exports of ECC6.0 SR3. So I'm going to provide the exports location of part 1. It is asking the part 1, right? So just part 1 label.asc. Now it is asking the export to, means the part 2. So again, open by clicking on the browse, go for this thing, and again dump, again installation export, then the part 2, and provide the location of label.asc. Okay, then next. So it has asked the kernel, it has asked the exports, Then I think now it should ask me the Oracle client. So like it is showing you where it is installing everything. It is showing that we have this much of free space available, and it is creating these directories in the C drive. I don't have any other option. I have to agree, no other thing. If you have any other drive, if you don't want to install in C drive, then select the drives here and provide whatever drive you want to give. My suggestion, don't go for C drive. Then go for next. Okay, so the DB home, the directory for the Oracle, the main drive is here in C, and the DB version is 102, means 10.2 10.2. Okay, well, it is going to create an ABAP schema with the name SAP SR3. Well, no problem. Say next. So like this is the advantage if I will select as typical. If I will go for custom, I like manually have to write all these things. Not all, at least I can say 50%. So it is going to create a listener service with the listener port as 1521. So don't do any changes, directly go for yes, or means I mean next. So it is taking some time, so just we will wait for some time. Okay, as I told you, it is going to ask the Oracle client. So now provide the location of Oracle client. Go to the dump folder and Oracle client, we have extracted this thing, and provide the location of label.asc, because from label.asc only it will read the files whether it is correct or not. So we have to provide, even you can see on the bottom it is telling that provide label.asc or label idx.asc. So that is why I'm providing as label.asc location of any software whatever it is asking. So now the selection or whatever the information we have to provide is completed. It is showing the summary of whatever we have provided. So everything is fine. As you can see, we have completed the choose option, define parameters, summary, and we have to go for next, execute. So go for next. So now the installation will start, and now we don't have to do anything. It will keep on running, and if your RAM size is good, it will complete in 12 hours, otherwise it will take some time. So by here I am going to stop. So like you guys can continue the same thing, and once the installation will get completed, you will get one pop-up on the screen of swpm stating that the installation is completed. Press OK. The only thing what you have to do is you have to press OK, and automatically it will close the swpm, and Once the installation will get completed, by default the SAP will be in running status. Next, what we have to do after installation, that we will see in the next class, where I am going to show you about the post installation activities, what we have to do once the system is ready. And with post installation I will show you the user administration. Okay, so that's it.